Let's get to it.
Okay, YouTube, what's going on? It's Mesa back at it with some Division. Alright guys, we're going to go through my stamina build, okay? And show you everything I've rolled for, and I'm standing by the recalibration station because I pretty much recalibrated every piece of gear. Now, I'm going to warn you right now, once you get to 95,000 health or above, it is very, very hard to go down, meaning let's say you choose a build where your DPS goes up to like 170 and your health drops to 70 or even 80 or even 60, you feel way squishy. I survive a lot of Dark Zone encounters with other people, with rogues, with other agents, with this health, okay? And I'm gonna leave a clip at the end where this guy goes rogue on me and then I end up turning on him, and I think it was really because of my health. It's tough for me to go down. Now you can see across the board, this is my main rock and roll right here. Firearms is 1900, stamina 3000, electronics 1200. That's not so great. I have everything dumped into stamina. I would like a little more in the firearms and a little more in the electronics, but so be it. So as we go through my character, let's go through some pertinent stats. Okay, so first off, with my gear, I got a critical hit chance of 23%. I would like that a little bit higher, of course, okay? Anything I try to get in terms of gear, I want to roll for critical hit chance. Now, my critical hit damage is looking pretty good at plus 106%, and headshot damage is plus 71%. Now, something else I actually recalibrated for was assault rifle damage bonus, okay? Plus 495. Now, I have that because my main gun is my beloved Black Market AK-74. So if we look at my health under survivability, it's 95,000. My armor is 3,627, which means my it's going to mitigate 50% weapon damage. You can get that higher. I think it may tap out in the 60s or 70s, I think. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. You always want to try to get your armor up as high as you can. Now let's talk about scavenging. You guys helped me on Twitter to realize that scavenging doesn't just affect how many drops you get, it's mainly for the quality of it. So 126, it's not bad. I would like to have it higher. I had it higher up to about 200, but I just was suffering in terms of health, DPS, skill power. So you know what, I'll take less scavenging and just put it all into my character. So in a Dark Zone, I die less, I kill more, I'm a happy camper. So just real quick, when it comes to the Dark Zone, I always go with this, the booster shot, and the Seeker Mine. I normally like to run Pulse all the time. That's more for PvE, but Booster Shot keeps me alive. Seeker Mines keeps me alive also, because sometimes if I'm extracting, I'll just drop it at my foot. It'll sit there. If enemies come, it'll go target them. If not, by the time the Seeker Mine runs out, a new one is ready for me to drop on the floor. And of course, I always go with Survivor Link. Early on, I was going with Tactical Link because I thought, hey, more damage, I can down people faster. No, not in the Dark Zone and not even in PvE stuff, challenge missions. You need to stay alive. Doesn't matter if you're doing more damage, you want to use Survivor Link. So increases damage resistance and speed for the user and nearby allies. So it really makes you into a tank, and combining it with my health being 95,000, it works really well. So weapons I'm going to burn through, nothing new except for the fact that I did buy the double barrel sawed-off shotgun from the church vendor in DZ6. It's got Swift, Restored, and Vicious, but Restored is not unlocked. Still using my MP5. This thing, I just love this thing. It melts agents quickly, it melts enemies real quickly, and it's great. Crafted a bunch of them. I'll leave a link in the description for my review on it. I got Balanced, Deadly, and Capable. And as for my AK, let's see what perks we got in here. We got Balanced, Deadly, and Capable. I'll also link the description to my review on that. And I'm using all high-end attachments, anything that's going to give me more critical hit chance, critical hit damage, and also stability. I like to use the high rate of fire magazines on both my Black Market AK and my Navy MP5. I use my Tenebrae for as my marksman rifle. I just got this custom M44, but I haven't tried it yet. So Tenebrae is what I'm rocking. I got Steady, Brutal, and I got Toxic and Vicious. But the Brutal is not unlocked because my electronics suck. Okay, so let's talk about my chest piece, okay? I'm using a tactical vest. Now, the talent on it is a weird one, and I don't think a lot of people would like it. When I was telling my friends that I got it, they were like, you don't want to use that. But I think it works for me, guys, even though my health is 95,000. Check it out. Increased damage by 13%. That's great. But increased incoming damage by 10%. But I don't really notice it, guys. I don't feel like I'm dropping any faster. I feel like I'm downing people faster when I have that plus 13%. I don't know, maybe it's a placebo effect, but whatever. So the attributes, I got health. I get plus 11% health on a kill. It gives me more ammo capacity, Seeker Mine explosion radius, and it gives me a mod slot. I like my Seeker Mines for both PvE and for Dark Zone. In that mod slot, I put in some more firearms and also plus 3% signature ability resource gain. So looking at my mask here, I got the, I do have the one that has the glitch in it where if you flash yourself or set yourself on fire, you get a constant healing, okay? But it drops my health down to 78, bumps my DPS up, but for me, once you hit 95,000 or above, it's hard to go down. You feel too squishy. So on this mask, I got refreshed, so all healings improved by 30% when in the last health segment. I got plus 4.2 skill power, plus 23% scavenging, plus 9% turret duration. I would like to recalibrate that, but I believe I can't right now. I've already exhausted the things you can recalibrate on pretty much everything. I put in a mod there for plus 111 electronics and plus 2% signature ability resource gain. So just to show you guys, it's not letting me recalibrate that turret duration, just scavenging, which I don't want to replace with one of these other ones like kill XP, enemy armor damage, burn resistance, all that sort of stuff. Alright, so when we look at my knee pads here, I got a number of them, and I've got this one here which bumps up my skill power a lot. Drops my health down to 81,000, which might be doable, so sometimes I switch between these two, but for the most part, I'm using this one. But this one's got a mod slot, which makes it a little better. But this one's got accomplished on it, so rewards and accolades are tripled. I don't really know if that's helpful or not at this point in the game. I think it's just when you're trying to level up, maybe. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. I need to look that up. What does accomplished really do? This one's got plus 254 armor. Armor is important. Plus 8.5% exotic damage resilience. It's got bleed resistance, burn resistance, and 87% scavenging. Skill attributes is ballistic shield health, but I never used a ballistic shield, and like I showed you with the mask, I can't recalibrate that. I can only recalibrate something from the minor attributes, not skill attributes. Okay, next up we got my backpack. Okay, in this one I can actually push my health up to 108,000. But then it drops my primary DPS to 128,000, and my SMG, which I use a lot, I think it dips it below 100,000, so I don't use that backpack, even though I would. So on this one, I've got technical, so increased skill power by 13% while the signature skill is active. Not that useful, I don't think. It's giving me, let's see, 53 backpack capacity. I get plus 4.8% skill power. 53% bleed resistance, pulse critical hit damage bonus, which is good because I do like to use my pulse a lot, mostly in PvE, not so much in the dark zone, depending if I'm solo or with a team. We'll usually designate who's going to do pulse or not. And also, smart cover damage increase. I do use the smart cover in challenge mode. I throw on a mod there that gives me some more firearms and also plus 3% exotic damage resilience. Okay, so for my gloves, I do have one at skill power, which if I combine it with my other piece that gives me more skill power, I could probably bump that skill power up really high. But I'm going with the Spec Op gloves, so it's got cunning. After reloading, the next shot with this weapon is a 9.5% higher critical hit chance. That's not so much of a great perk, but it's got some decent attributes to it, and one being assault rifle damage, plus 495. Critical for me because I love using my AK. Plus 37% critical hit damage. Everything's about criticals in this game. Plus 535 pistol damage. I wish I could recalibrate that, but I can't. Same thing with the ballistic shield damage, plus 3%. I wish I could recalibrate it, and I wish this thing had a mod slot on it. But hey, I did not have good gloves for the longest, so I'm just happy I got a level 31, and it's got that assault rifle damage on it and good stamina. Okay, lastly is my holster here, and it's got Nimble. Heal 2% of max health for every 1 meter run in cover to cover during combat. That's not bad. I mean, do you really notice it? I don't. I mean, I do a lot of cover to cover running for sure. A lot of times I'll press X and not mean to go to cover, but the game wants me to go to cover. You can see across the board, it's got stamina, firearms, electronics. This is a really good holster. I get plus 8.5% pulse critical hit damage, so it helps when I'm pulsing, get a little more critical damage. And it's got a mod slot, so I slapped in electronics and also plus 3% exotic damage resilience. So most of my attachments I bought the blueprints from the special gear vendor, and I just crafted them, okay? There's a CQB-SS scope, which I've used on most of my weapons right here. You can just recraft them. You'd be surprised how these attachments increase your DPS and give you all sorts of other perks. Like this particular CQB-SS gives me 21% headshot damage and 7% critical hit chance. My extended mag, I use high rate of fire on everything. My Tenebrae, my MP5, and my AK. The Handstop OD Green, I believe I got this from a Dark Zone vendor. Not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure I didn't get it from this vendor right here. So anyway, that's it, my build, guys. I'm feeling pretty confident and really excited about the Incursion. I can't wait to go into the Dark Zone and go for those supply drops with my friends. Same thing with the Incursion. I can't wait to see the challenge modes. It's going to be a fun week, guys. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of my build. And guys, leave me some suggestions, okay? I'm still new to the Division. I do Destiny primarily, and kind of Division's my side game I play in between playing Destiny. It's okay to like more than one game, okay, guys? So Anyway, that's it. Drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream. Links will be in the description. That's it. I am out of here like Vladimir.